So through Corporate Citizenship's latest research, we've really found that corporate foundations have moved away from a more traditional approach to grant making to more of a strategic approach where they utilise the relationship with their parent company. So that might be drawing on the business acumen of the parent company, it might be looking at the knowledge from employees and also through the business networks as well, so collaborating with industry peers in that sense.
There are many companies, particularly global companies, who want to be able to have a foundation to create interesting work. So we've continued to look at this particular phenomenon and look in the last report, which Cathy has done and is about to take you through, how corporate foundations are changing the world in a changing world, but how foundations are increasingly becoming more strategic and addressing very focused areas and bringing about social change.
Reuters has a very strong culture, as we know, because it's about news, independence, etc., and not fake news, but facts. Completely, I adopted for the foundation the trust principles of Reuters and of Thomson Reuters, which is independence, freedom from bias, and accuracy. That means that as a foundation, we never do advocacy. So we help a lot of NGOs around the world to do their advocacy through services. The trust principles have been very important to make that we are independent also from the business. I am not their marketing tool, and they know it very clearly. Everything we do is in line with what the mother company does. 6 years ago, when I created Trust Women, nobody was speaking of slavery and trafficking because we started to cover, to speak of it, to shed light. A lot of newspapers have come into it. Today, you cannot open a newspaper without reading a story on that.
The Lloyds Bank Foundation for England and Wales focuses on impact by, I think, three things. First of all, being really clear about what we do. Secondly, a lot of foundations do this, be very clear about what you don't do. And thirdly, work at grassroots levels with organisations that reach the people we want to reach. So we're on the ground funding 1,000 organisations that touch people's lives right across Britain. And the story of impact is told through their eyes, not through us as a funder. And that's the critical bit. Too often these small local organisations look up to us as a funder to tell us our impact story. What we want to know is their impact story on the ground for the people they reach directly, day in, day out.
We really looked at how the relationship between the corporate foundation and the funding company, and then also looking at how foundations are delivering the greatest impact possible. A lot of corporate foundations are now kind of collaborating with their parent companies to deliver this benefit to the beneficiaries. And we identified 6 characteristics that we call kind of innovation for impact. We found that 58% of corporate foundations state that their giving strategy is linked to the business focus of the parent company, and that's increased to 73% in 2016.
So one of the key areas of work that we're doing right now is establishing the first of its kind network across the hotel industry, starting in the UK, hopefully going internationally, that brings together worldwide brands, independent hotel owners, small hotel groups where you may not actually know the name, but they own quite a few hotels, and management companies who work with the day-to-day operations of a hotel in order to address modern slavery, both within the actual running of the hotel, but then with supply chains, with third-party agencies for outsourced staff. And that partnership working is key to actually coming up with a meaningful and impactful way of addressing this problem.